We're gonna be on the final part now. Just gonna wrap it up soon. All right. Let's jump down. It says verse 34, in the wars shall their bridegroom be destroyed. So their husbands are going to go to war and be destroyed. That's what's going to get ready to happen. Okay? They're going to go to war and they're going to get destroyed. This is why we keep telling you about the draft and World War III. World War III is going to be the last prophecy to basically come to pass, guys. Okay? After the Krogma, race wars, Krogma, aka RFID chip. Okay? You have Jacob's trouble. You have the economy crashing, the government crashing. The last thing ever that's going to happen in this kingdom is literally going to be World War III. That's going to be the last thing, end all be all of everything, is going to be World War III. Okay? Shall be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Verse 35. Hear now these things, that I understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Verse 36. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods whom the Lord spake. Verse 37, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Okay, meaning they're not gonna slow down, they're not gonna be slow to come. Once the plagues come, it's gonna consume. It's gonna get right to its job, which is to consume and to destroy. Okay, consume and to destroy, man. Okay? Everyone's gonna be destroyed, man. Everyone's gonna be in the mix, everyone's gonna get caught up. Some brothers are gonna become martyrs, some brothers are gonna be on the run, whatever, man. We don't know our outcome, man. We just pray to the Heavenly Father that we're part of that elect. That's literally our goal. That's all we want, is to be part of the elect. Even if we have to perish for it, man. Even if we have to give up the ghost for it. Okay? Just like some great men in the scriptures. Okay? But we know that we already know what's to come, man. Okay? Verse 38, as a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 to 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb. Okay? And that's what World War III is. It's just birth pains right now. Boom, boom, boom. Until the big burst comes, the baby comes. That's when the missiles are going to drop. Okay? We're at the end, man. We're literally at the end. Everything is literally going to F right now. People are distracted by the fact they can't buy a house. People are distracted by the fact they can't find a job. People are distracted by the fact they got to pay 50 bills. They don't make enough money. Everyone's distracted, guys. Everything, this is what Esau has planned. He's distracted you, and it's gonna seize the moment. Okay? Okay? They are not slack the moment. Verse 39, even so shall the plagues not be slack that come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and the sorrow shall come upon it, and on every side. No matter where you go on the earth, you're going to be consumed by some things. Something's going to be going on somewhere. Okay? And I think the worst place to be, I'm going to be real honest with you, in the times to come is going to be America, because the people are completely asleep. Okay? The people in these other countries, at least they deal with hardship. They have to till the ground. They actually farmers. They know how to set fires. They know how to survive. They're used to having that minimalistic mindset and lifestyle. But the Americans, they're so privileged. They've had luxury lives their whole life. There's Americans that have, since they were born in 1935 all the way till now, they've had the privilege of eating a full meal every single day of their life. They've had money in the bank account every single day of their life. They have a retirement, a pension, all those types of things. Okay? They've had all those types of things, man. They've been blessed with that. And the time is getting ready to come, you're going to lose all of it, and you're not gonna know what to do. You're not gonna think, oh, I lost my job, my good job. I was a doctor. I was a digital programmer. You made 200, 500K a year. That shit's gonna be gone, man. It's gonna be gone. Okay, that's why the scriptures talk about both small and great, rich and poor. No matter what type of status you're on in society. Okay? Verse 40, O my people, hear my word, make you ready for battle. In those evils be even the pilgrims upon the earth. Okay? And this is why we're getting ready, man. We're building up our faith. Our faith is being built. Okay? Our faith is, that's what we're building, man. We're not building no goddamn, we're not getting food ready. Okay, which you can get a little food, you know what I'm saying? You can do a little something, okay? But don't put all your faith in that. Don't try and stock up a stockpile of guns and ammunition and body armor and think you're gonna sit in your house through the whole entire ordeal, man. That's not gonna happen, man. Okay? It's not gonna happen. Leave that shit to the Edomites, because the Edomites, the reason why they're like that is because they're carnal. They're carnal. They know this is their kingdom. Let them have it. Let them have it unto the end, man. Our kingdom is the next kingdom up, man. Okay? Our kingdom is the next kingdom up, guys. Okay? So let them have it. Esau's gonna go down with his kingdom. A lot of Edomites are gonna get drafted into war. A lot of them gonna perish in these cities. Let them have it, man. Their kingdom is collapsing, guys. Let them have it. Their time of rule is literally coming to an end, guys. Let them have all that. Okay? Verse 41. He that selleth, let him be the fleece away, and he that buyeth, the one that will lose. Verse 42. He that occupies merchandise as if he had no profit by it, and he that buildeth as if he shall not dwell therein. Verse 43. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth a vineyard, he shall not gather the grapes. It's telling you that you're not going to get the rewards for your labor, guys. You're going to build houses, you're not going to live in them. Okay? All those houses being built, you're not going to live in them. The vineyards and all those things, you're not going to get the wine out of it. The jobs that you had, you're not going to reap the true benefits of it, man. That's literally the times that we're in right now. That's literally the times that we're in right now as we speak, man. Okay? Verse 44. They that marry shall not get no children, and they that marry not as if they were widowers. Verse 45. And therefore they that labor in vain. All your labor, all your hard work in this place is going to go to nothing. All that you sacrificed, all those years for a degree, is going to nothing. It's not going to happen. Nothing's going to work. Nothing. And I'm not saying don't better yourself, Hakim. You know, if you can get a little degree, stay busy while you're here. Go for it, for sure. Because we truly don't know when that time is. But what we do know is that nothing here you should have an attachment to. You should not have an attachment to nothing here. Okay? Car, houses, jobs, nothing. Be ready to give it up at any time. Ready to just up and go, literally. All hell might break loose. You're at work. You're having a good day. It's a good Friday. All you boom, boom, boom. You hear explosions and shit. You never know. Be ready for those times, man. We're literally in those times, man. Okay? Anything can pop off. Okay? Right? Verse 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods. This is literally telling you, right? Overthrow their houses and take their children captives, for in captivity and famine they get children. Verse 47. And they occupy the merchandise with robbery. People are gonna rob your stuff, man. Okay, and I believe when there's martial law, the military can actually confiscate your goods. They can take your food. They can literally walk up in your house, take your food. They can take your car keys. They can take overthrow your house. They can do all that during time of martial law. And it's gonna happen, man, because there ain't gonna be no news outlet on it. There don't need to be no bills on it. Okay, it's gonna happen. They're gonna take all your shit, man. All your shit's gonna be taken. Okay, every single last piece of your goods, man. That's why you don't tie nothing to yourself here, man. Okay. And more, they deck their cities, their houses, and their possessions, and their own persons. Verse 48. The more I will be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord power. Okay. Verse 49. Like a whore that inviteth right honest and virtuous woman. Verse 50. So shall the righteous hate the iniquity when she decketh herself. She shall accuse her to the face, and he that cometh to defend them delightly stretch out every sin upon earth. Okay. So there's sin upon earth, guys. The Lord is going to search out every sin upon earth. The Lord is going to destroy all this, man. Okay? Everything that has come up to this point has been because of iniquity. The Lord is going to destroy the sin. He's going to destroy the iniquity, which is the people. Okay? And yes, just because the heathen aren't under the laws doesn't mean they're not wicked, guys. They're still wicked because they need to be ruled over. They're the ones that's out here pushing that wickedness, man. This is, yo, man. Literally, you going back into the ancient times, it will literally show you how many times the Lord told us to go into a people and to take and literally put them in check. Literally put the Philistines in check. Okay? Them goddamn Edomites too. And in the freaking bushes and shit, grabbing a woman and shit, doing all that weird ass shit, man. Okay? Not showering, eating raw meat and all that, man. That's off, man. That's why the heathen need to be ruled over, man. They're the ones doing that weird stuff, man. You're not supposed to be doing that, man. Okay? And you look at them Philistines, aka the modern day Africans, look at their customs, look what they be doing, man. Weird ass shit. They be cutting off the woman's clit and all, like weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. They were doing that weird stuff back then too. Piercing their nose with big ass rings. Putting mud on their skin. Like, yo, man. Yo. You know? That's why the Lord be putting these heathens in check, man. Alright, we're about to wrap it up anyways. Verse 52, for yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and the righteousness shall reign among you. Verse 53, let not the sinner say that he not have sinned, for Yahawah shall burn the coals of fire upon his head, which shall before the Lord power and his glory. I have not sinned. Verse 54, behold the Lord verse 54, behold the Lord knoweth all the works of men, and their imaginations and their thoughts in their hearts. Okay? The Lord knows everything, man. He knows everyone that wants to sin. He knows everybody with their demonic mindsets, their good mindsets. No matter who you are, how good you are, how wicked you are, the Lord knows who the type of person you are, man. Okay? Verse 55, which shall speak by the word, let the earth be made, and it was made. Let the heaven be made, and it was created. Verse 56, in the word were the stars made, and he knoweth the number of them. Verse 7, he that searches the deep and the treasures thereof shall measure the sea, and what it containeth. And this is what we try to tell you. Esau's trying to be like God. He's trying to count how many stars in the galaxy, how many planets, okay? How deep the ocean goes. This is why he can never fully be God. This is why he can never fully grasp that concept, man. But his pride won't allow him to do that. Okay? Verse 58. He that shut the sea in the midst of the waters, and the world and his word, has he hanged the earth upon the waters. Verse 59. He that spreadeth out the heavens like a vault, okay, upon the waters have he found it. This is talking about the Lord and how he made the earth, man. Okay? All right, we're about to wrap it up. Verse 60. It says, and in the desert have he made the springs of water and the pools upon the tops of the mountains, and the floods might be poured down from the high rocks and the water of the earth. Verse 61. He made man and put heart in the midst of his body, and gave him the breath of life and understanding. Verse 62, yea, the spirit of the almighty power, which made all things, search out all the hidden things and secrets upon the earth. This is why Esau will never be God. He will never be Yahawashi. Okay? He can never count how many stars, how many planets. Okay? He don't even know how much people is really on earth. Okay? I don't think there's 7 billion people. There's way more people than that, man. They can't count everybody on earth. There's people that live in mountains and shit, mountain ranges. There's people that disappear, still alive. Yeah. You know? So yeah, man, hopefully you guys are edified through the spirit, but I thought I would just kind of go back and go a little bit on the topic and go in depth about it, man, because we're coming into those times, man. Jacob's trouble, we're coming into the time. There's not be no more government. There's not be no more protection. Soon enough, the times we're coming in is going to be very dangerous, man. Okay? So with that, man, I hope you guys are edified through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. Sham, we go praise and glory be to the Father, Son, Yahawashi. Until next time, I hope you guys are edified. Shalom.